and in today's episode I'm going to show you all how to make chivda or a spicy mixture of ragi flakes. I recently found out that our local Indian store carried this ragi flakes, and I was super excited to make this spicy mixture out of it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is the ragi millet flakes, and again, ragi is a type of a millet. It's very healthy and good for you, has a very low glycemic index, and definitely a great alternative to rice. And chivda is a spicy mixture we typically make. Here's what I made with the regular avalakki or beaten rice. As you can see, we're going to make something very similar to this, replacing the avalakki or the beaten rice with the ragi flakes. Here are some key ingredients which I use in this dish. This is the ragi flakes. I have taken about 3 cups of it, and then I have about a quarter cup of peanuts, quarter cup of roasted gram dal, just about a tablespoon and a half of cashews, and a tablespoon of craisins. I prefer to put that to raisins. Lots of curry leaves, just 2 red chilies and 1 green chili deseeded, and about quarter cup of chopped dry coconut. And I will tell you the spices I add as I go ahead and make this. But first we want to go ahead and fry these up, the ragi flakes up. It's going to dry fry it. Typically we dry fry it in a pan, but I have figured out a really easy, quick way of frying it in a microwave. So I'm going to pop this in a microwave, and for every 30 seconds I'm going to stir it up. So it will take about close to 2 minutes for it to completely get fried. So here's the flakes. I fried it for 2 minutes in the microwave, and you can see how light and fluffy it's become, and that's kind of what you need. You can also taste a little bit and see how it's nice and crunchy. You don't want to overdo it because it's already brown. It's hard to tell if they're getting overcooked. So I found that 2 minutes works perfectly for about 3 cups of this ragi flakes. Let's get it. So here I have my pan heating up nicely, and I'll add about a tablespoon of coconut oil. I like the coconut oils, and it adds a really nice flavor to the flakes. And we'll also add a tablespoon of olive oil. So our oil is nicely heated, and to this I'm going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of mustard seeds or rice seeds, and let that sputter. And to that we'll add some dry hing, just say about half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, and then we'll add our peanuts, and we're going to fry that up. So the peanuts needs to become nice and brown, but midway through frying the peanuts we'll go ahead and add other stuff. Okay, the peanuts are half done, and now I'm going to add my cashews and the roasted gram dal. Just going to fry this. We'll add our chilies and coconut. The key here is you gotta fry till the coconut and the cashews turn nice and brown. That's a nice indication that it's all cooked perfectly. So it's ready for the next step. As you can see the coconut is nice and brown. So that's a clear indication that it's ready. Add the craisins. Fry it up for it to plump up. You can add raisins also instead. Gives a little bit of nice sweet bite to it. So this is all ready and fried, and now we can start adding our spices. I turned down the flame so we don't burn any of this. Half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of citric acid. That adds a nice little tang to it. And if that bothers you, you can also add amchur. Because you add citric acid, I add less salt because the citric acid, and if you add more salt, it makes it very, very salty. One other thing I really like to add is this curry leaf powder. I always keep powdered curry leaves at home, and this adds a great flavor because the powder sticks to the pieces. So I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of that and mix this up. So now we are ready to add our ragi flakes, which we had fried. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in. You can always taste it later and adjust the salt. The green chilies add quite a bit of spice to it, so you don't need to add any extra spice powders. But if you like, you can always add a little bit of chili powder. Again, it's all up to you. You can make changes with what spices you add. I forgot to mention that I had turned off the flame when I added the ragi flakes, just so that it doesn't get burned. And now that it's completely mixed, I'm going to turn the flame back on and just give it a quick stir for a couple of minutes. And here's the Ragi Chivda, and look how light and fluffy, and it will actually be super crunchy. I'm going to taste it right now. And this is the one made with the regular avalaki or the wheat rice flakes, and this is with the ragi flakes. Exact same procedure, exact same ingredients. The only thing different is the ragi flakes versus the rice flakes. And when I microwave the rice flakes, it took me full 3 minutes to get it nice and fluffy, stirring it at every 30 seconds. So there you go. Garnish it with some curry leaves, and we are ready to taste it. All right, let's go ahead and give this a quick taste. And look at this, nice and flaky with all the spices. I want to show you guys how it looks. Look how amazing. So let's give it a quick taste. I'm going to try to get a peanut and maybe a craisin. So crunchy, super tasty. The flavors are amazing. And I have my ginger chai ready to go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my Ragi Chivda with my ginger chai. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get to try this out. Let me know how it works. Please like, share and subscribe. I appreciate you all watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.